hold me down. Yeah. You're the one I wanna go to when I'm going crazy, yeah. By my side every night, boo. Forever my lady, yeah. Be my partner in crime, Bonnie and Clyde. Have the ride of your life, babe. Can't you see you were made for me?
Hey, what up, family? Welcome back. Appreciate the love on the last episode. We got some good views, and if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna drop the link in the bio. You can go see it. But we back, and you know what it is. Me and my wife, we need to talk. And so I'm your host, Strick. It's my co-host, Louise.
You know I am.
We're here to have a good time. So I hope you liked the last episode. We had a couple things that we were supposed to be doing.
No.
No. Oh.
I needed 2 weeks buffer.
You needed 2 weeks?
First of all, I'm going to talk to them.
Tell the people what you're supposed to be doing. He didn't tell me
that he was going to even do this little
What you mean? I had to check up.
That's a
we
surprise.
said that we was going to do a checkup this week.
Okay, time out. When we were talking about this podcast episode, he did not mention that he would
I wanted
ask
it to be
this
real for the
question.
people. So you couldn't come up with a way to explain it away. I need a real answer.
I'll tell the truth. We are at the same place where we are today is where we were last episode.
Same exact spot. Yeah, you moved it up.
I mean, well, eating healthy. I cooked dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to go, I'm better at eating healthy. I cooked a couple times and I ate downstairs. I don't think I ate out that much this week. By my standards, I didn't eat out that much. We did not work out.
No.
So the workout part was probably a So yeah.
It was a what?
Yeah.
It was non-existent.
First of all, you asked me how I think I did.
Yeah,
I
Shane
said,
did nothing.
Yeah.
Shane did nothing.
We did what we did.
I worked out once this week, so I got to get forward to 4 a week.
What about last week?
So last week, no, we washed last. I said last week was a wash. We talked about that on the podcast.
Oh, this is my wash week then.
No. This had to be your start week.
Oh, but I mean, I still can hit my goal this week.
To do what?
To work out a lot. To work out 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but you said but you told the truth.
That I was going to do
That you know that you've done nothing to this point.
So as of today, I have not. But
So that's
it's the
your
beginning
check-in.
of the week. So I'm going to work out the rest of the week, and yeah.
You just wanted to flip your hair.
Oh, I did, because it's bouncy.
Not working out. You haven't done
hair.
anything. So
Doing
she
my hair
hasn't
to
done
work out.
anything. No, it's not. Mentally, maybe, but not physically.
It's for my arm.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What
How
were
are you
you
doing
kissing?
with your goals?
What were you kissing?
My arm muscles, obviously. They're here, but I have on a sweatshirt, so you really can't. You can see a little bit. Zoom in on the camera.
What?
Okay.
What is that?
What
is
about
that?
your goals?
Little fluffy thing.
Yeah.
I'm
What are
doing
your
all right.
goals, Justin?
I'm doing all right. It was about working out. I worked out on Sunday for the first time in a while. I got a lot of
So you got to
cardio
work
in.
out in?
I spent some time in prayer.
Yeah.
Spent some time in worship this week.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my Bible this week. I'm doing fine. I've been doing a lot more research on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, you have.
Trying to figure out how we can get going. So we got to get some subscribers. Trying to hit 100 subscribers. So you should be the one if you're watching it. You're not subscribed.
Please
hit subscribe and turn the bell on so that when you hit the bell, you gotta go all videos. That way you can see every time we post. We post on Thursdays at noon.
Thursdays at noon.
That's when we need to talk. So on your lunch break on Thursday, you can check us out.
Hit me up. I gotta talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Yes, we need to talk.
I know, but I gotta
You
talk
should know
to you.
the episode.
I know, but I said I gotta talk. Obviously, I know it's called We Need to Talk. Find us on everything.
We're only on YouTube.
Wait, why is the ladder on everything?
No, I'm just playing. We need to talk.
I was gonna be so
the
mad.
audio. You can find the audio on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify,
look it up
Apple,
to make sure. I think he playing
Breaker, and Pocket Cast and Radio Plug. Yeah, so it's on all those places.
All that.
All podcast outlets. You got to look under the ladder though, so it's all under one thing.
But we need to talk about why it's not on its own thing. How about that?
It's a work in progress. It will be eventually. It will be eventually.
So we getting there. we need to talk to the first.
Of course you feel that way.
Okay.
You ready
so
for the
today
cooties?
we're ready for cooties.
You ready for cooties?
I am very
You going
excited
first or I'm
about
going
cooties.
first?
You can go first because I went first last time.
You sure?
Yep.
Alright, so
Let me get my stuff ready.
she Googled stuff. I just know man stuff. She
Okay,
literally
I'm gonna
had
be
a
honest.
committee of women in here
I had two girls.
trying
Shout out
to
to
give
Simone
her
and
stuff
Lola. Yes.
to tell me that I don't know. Me?
Yes.
I don't need nobody. I know man stuff because I'm a man.
Okay, but the problem is Justin grew up with a lot of black
Yeah,
women.
I know black women in and out.
So he knows a lot about black
In and
women. Wow. Wow. Anyway, he knows a lot about black women, so it's harder for me to find something.
Yeah, she don't know nothing about men, period.
I know a lot
She
about
grew up with all girls in the house. She don't know nothing.
I know a lot about
I hope
men.
the camera can see
My
how
lips
much your lips are moving. That foolishness. 4 years old.
All right, what's your cooties?
All right, my cooties. If a guy is having trouble with phlegm, what is he having trouble with?
With phlegm?
Mm-hmm.
He is having trouble with... That's like when you're sick. It's what you cough up. So he is having trouble with sickness?
Is that your final answer?
Am I in like... What do you mean, what is he having trouble with? Like,
Okay,
diet?
I can give you another name because that
Okay.
could be confusing. Another name for it is smegma.
Smegma?
Yeah.
Oh, is this... Wait, is this for like uncircumcised men?
You tell me.
He is having trouble cleaning his uncircumcised.
Why is this so funny for you?
Because I think I'm right, and I'm
You are
impressed.
right. You are right.
Who got? I'm
finally
right.
got one.
Hey,
You finally got one. You know a lot about
don't leave.
uncircumcised pain, huh?
Well, actually, I'll tell you how I know this.
How do you know
We
that?
were playing Cards Against Humanity with Jade and Patrick and all them. And that came up, and I was like, what is smegma? We paused to talk about it.
Okay.
In your face, Justin. I got one right. Okay. So 1 point for me and a donut for Justin. That means 0.
Whatever.
He doesn't have any right.
I'm going to get this right.
So
Come
we're
on.
going to go.
I
Okay.
do. I got episode 2 right.
You're going to have to go back and check him because I don't
You
believe
check it. I got 2 right.
I'll check it. Okay, Justin. What would a woman use a caboodle for?
A caboodle. So
Caboodle.
last year we did a kabuki brush. Now we're doing a caboodle. She's just
We're doing
making
a
these
caboodle.
words up.
No, I'm not.
A caboodle?
I gotta stop messing with this girl. Yep.
What would a woman use a caboodle for?
Yep.
I go through my archives.
I don't think he knows. So,
Alright.
Okay, what's your answer?
All right. A caboodle is something that you use to cleanse your skin.
How exactly what do you call it?
A caboodle?
Caboodle.
Caboodle.
How exactly would you use
Caboodle.
this skin cleaning caboodle?
Caboodle, it cleans your...
Caboodle.
I don't know. We're saying the same thing.
We're not.
We're saying
Caboodle. Caboodle.
Caboodle.
Caboodle.
Same thing. Caboodle.
No, it's
Whatever.
not. All right.
Yeah, it's a skin cleanser.
You are absolutely incorrect, sir.
All right, man. What's
A
it?
caboodle. You brought me one for makeup. It's like the expendable makeup things that go out. It's like a traveling
It's
makeup
about a
kit.
makeup kit.
I knew you would do that. That's why I knew that I was going to get this one right because I didn't think you would know. You would call it a makeup kit, but it's really a caboodle. It's like the one, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they
Okay.
all about it.
So Justin didn't get it right, but I got mine right,
Because
so
you
I'm winning.
cheated. I should just left it at phlegm. You would have got it wrong.
Oh, phlegm and smegma is the same
That
thing?
same thing, yeah.
Phlegm is what you spit up when you're sick, I thought.
It's the same thing that be on your uncircumcised penis.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It is. That's why it
Wow.
stinks and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Aren't you glad that I'm circumcised?
What
Don't
is
have to worry about any
wrong
of
with
that.
you?
What?
Okay, so we are moving right along. So
All
today's
right, she's in
topic,
charge today.
I'm actually only going to say the topic in a couple questions. I don't know what you think this is, but it ain't that. Okay, so today's topic is I wanted to talk to you about conflict resolution within relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So not just marriage, but like any relationship, whether it's parental, our sibling, our friends, our mentor mentee relationships.
Okay.
So
We should. You want to segment it?
like do 3 different podcasts about it?
No, girl. Today,
No,
talk about the relationships in different
like
instances, like parent-child first, or
Nope.
Okay,
I'm
my
in
bad.
charge of
You
this.
in
Not
charge.
what I want to do. I
You're
have a
in
plan
charge.
on my phone,
You're
and
in
that was not
charge.
the plan.
I'm just asking.
That
I
wasn't
don't
the
know.
plan, sir.
The plan
He
was
said
not
I'm in
shared.
charge, but I'm confused why he's trying to plan it out.
It wasn't shared with me. I'm just asking a question.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so Justin, is conflict resolution different depending on the type of relationship, and how is it different?
I think without a shadow of a doubt, it's different.
Okay, but how and why?
I think that conflict resolution, the type of conflict resolution you use depends on the relationship. So like me and you use different conflict resolution tools or skills than me and my mom might, or me and one of my mentees might.
Okay.
Because we have a different relationship. So like if we're dealing with conflict, I can say, hey babe, I would love to talk about this right now. Do you have time for that? Let's sit down, let's talk, let's hash it out. Okay. We be very vulnerable with each other, and that's what it is. We get done with it. Whereas like my mom avoids conflict, and so like when we do conflict resolution, it looks differently. Okay. She likes to be like, she's more like, forget it. Like it ain't that big of a deal. Forget about it. My little sister kind of does the same thing. Like, whatever. Like
move on.
Yeah, just move on. We get over it. We don't even got to talk about it. We just over it.
Okay.
Whereas like, and so I think it's person by person. Like some of my players, we deal with conflict resolution differently. When they have issues or things like that. Yeah. Sometimes they'll tell somebody else to talk to me. Sometimes they'll come directly to me. Right. And they'll come to group. Sometimes we'll do it in a moment. Sometimes they wait to do it. So I think conflict resolution has to depend on the relationship for it to be successful. Because if you think that this is the way you resolve conflicts, then that might work for that, but it's not going to work across the board.
Yeah. See, I think that's probably where we differ, because I'm like, a conflict is a conflict, so a resolution is a resolution. So me, I'm like, we'll be vulnerable with each other, but I should be that same level of vulnerability with other people, because
you better not be that vulnerable with other people.
You're so dramatic. You are in your bag today. But I desire to resolve the
unvulnerable,
conflict.
Impenetrable.
Oh my goodness. Can you stop, please?
You caught me off guard.
But I desire to solve the conflict the same way, where it's like, I care. I'm assuming you mean vulnerable in a way. It's like, I care about your feelings. I care about what you have to say and how whatever the conflict made you feel. So I will use that same standard with other people. But you're saying how you approach it is different depending on who it is. Yeah. Okay. Now I agree with that. But when would you not desire to resolve a conflict? Like, give me a situation, made up or real, where you like, no, we're not going to talk about it right now. We don't need to solve this at this time.
Okay, so I'm a coach. I get into it with referees. I don't have to solve conflict.
Okay.
Because I'll never see them again. And if I do, I remember, they remember, it's nothing to solve.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows what's up. Like, you was tripping, I was right, you was wrong.
But does it
You gave me a tech, I earned it.
Justin been getting crazy.
Hey, man.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. He done got 3 this season? 4?
3. Hey, man, don't be trying to give me nobody else's tech. I earned mine. I got one as an assistant, though, so that don't really count.
Is Justin getting the tech right now?
I got one as an assistant coach, so that don't really count. It could have been one of the players.
But we all know it was you. That's your tech, buddy. Take it.
Yeah, I got 3. So, but like that, I don't got it.
So it matters if you see them again. So if you have a conflict, like what if it's a relationship ending conflict and you might not see them again because how the conflict happened, would you still desire to resolve it?
It depends on what you mean to resolve. Like if I was wrong, I would apologize. You know what I mean? But I don't think you got to necessarily reunite. It depends on the situations. It depends on, like, sometimes you grow apart and that's not something you come back together with. Yeah. I think you can't always come to a mutual understanding. Sometimes you just agree to disagree. Like, and sometimes you don't agree to disagree. Sometimes it's like, no, you're wrong. I don't agree that we have different opinions.
But what happens?
We just stop.
You just stop. No conflict. We're done.
No resolution.
No, but it's still a conflict because
no compromise. No, we didn't come to agreement. We stopped.
See, as a woman, I don't like that. It's like there needs to be an
Nah,
understood agreement.
Nah.
Am I wrong? Are you wrong? Are we both wrong? Are we
Nah.
both right? Like, is it possible to come to something? Because I don't like when it isn't just like, we're just done. It's like, no, that's uncomfortable for me because I'm like, wait, so what's the conclusion?
This is the conclusion. Stop.
No, that's not the conclusion.
Go away.
But that's where we
Go
differ.
think what you think. Away from me.
I do not like that. But that's where we differ because I need closure. It's like, whatever it's going to be, either way, like, I want to know. Don't surprise me. Are we cool? Are we not? Did we agree? Did we disagree? Because I need to know.
My hat was kind of
the closure.
Loose. That's my hat was kind of loose.
You had a loose hat on.
Yeah, my hat was kind of loose.
Because your head is so big?
No, I think you wore it.
Actually, I have never worn that hat. Even though it's actually my hat with a cherry on it.
Watch out, bro.
My hat.
You don't have any hats.
That is my hat.
Don't act ugly.
And I just realized
don't act ugly on this podcast. I'll be rocking this.
Let me see. With the cherry.
Yeah, that mug cute, ain't it? You see that, John?
That is my hat.
Dude, chill out. Relax.
And you wearing it like it's yours.
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
I've never seen
I love it. It's cute.
You wear the no thank you hat. No,
I wear this one too.
That's mine.
Oh, that no thank you hat. I wear that thing
done.
out. Yeah,
that's why I haven't said anything.
I don't know. I gotta
yours,
figure out. I don't know how to clean
white.
hats.
It was
if you
a
know how to
white
clean
dad
hats,
hat.
leave a comment. Send me somewhere. I need to figure out how to clean hats.
It was a white dad hat that I bought because I liked, and it was not yours. This one isn't yours either.
Stop, girl.
You don't even like that color.
I do. Actually, I think it's real cute.
You are raggedy, Justin.
What?
You know it's my hat.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the topic.
I don't think you own hats because you never wear them. So
no, I couldn't wear
all
them.
your hats.
Okay, time's out on the
Because
subject.
your hair was
I
big.
couldn't wear them because I had really long locks, so I couldn't fit them over my locks. But now I can wear them because my hair is free. You're right, Justin. I will take all of the hats you own and make them disappear.
Why are you always trying to threaten someone with robbing them?
I didn't say rob. I said make them disappear.
That's robbery.
They could be anywhere.
Thievery.
No, I wouldn't have them. They would just be gone.
That's premeditated robbery.
Justin on one today, guys. So we're just gonna move right along.
Louise is a crip.
What?
That's why all of her threats end up with me losing my items. Because Crips steal.
I'm so stressed out. This is why I don't want to leave the podcast episode because you're tripping today.
I love her. I don't have to leave. I'm having a great time.
You're tripping.
I'm having a great time.
Okay, Justin.
We should do this more often.
This is a one and done. I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
No, every other.
Don't expect this again. This is a one and done. It was nice while it lasted. This
Come on, man. We doing
it all right.
So
tell me your conflict resolution strategy for us. Like, how do you handle conflict resolution for you and I?
I think for us, I try to center the moment.
Okay.
Like, so I try to make sure we avoid always and never.
You do, because I'm an always and never person. I'm like, you always do this, so you don't never. And it's not true, but in the heat of the moment, it's like...
That's what you want to say.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's happened so much. That's the other way.
Yeah, and...
yeah.
So I try to steer us away from that. I try to make sure we're focusing on the conflict. Because I think sometimes what happens is, like, you get into conflict and other things come up.
They do.
And it's like, oh, while we at it.
Yeah, while we're talking about
you
it.
ain't get the dishes, your laundry dirty. Like,
your feet stink.
Yeah, it's just like, but what they got to do with me not bringing home dinner? Like, you know what I mean? Like, point. And so I try to make sure we center the conflict. Focus the conflict. Because if that stuff was that big of a deal, we would have had conflict then.
That's true.
And so that's I try to focus on that. And then I also try to make sure we talk about it. Because sometimes you're a shutdown person.
Mm-hmm.
You shut down, avoid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, bruh, we need to talk. And so I try to make sure we talk about it. Because I think sometimes you try to rationalize it, and then you just internalize it. And then what happens is it comes back later, and I get the double dose because we didn't talk about it the first time.
Yeah.
And so, like, you didn't let me know it was an issue.
I've had my mind in that time.
Yeah.
And for me personally, like, one thing that I'm big on and I know that I need to work on constantly is, like, keeping my mind not wandering. Like, making sure my mind doesn't, like, think or go too fast or run, which it does all the time. Which is why I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about it right now. I need to process through it so that I can think through all the different emotions that I have and all the different things that happen, as well as all the things that my mind went to. So you do like to talk about it right then and there. And sometimes I'm like, I just need a
Yeah,
minute.
and sometimes I try to be
process.
patient with that. Yeah.
Yes, because you're a really quick processor. You're like, okay, it happened. This is a conflict. This is a resolution. Right. Me, on the other hand, it's like, no. I'm not. I'm a regular woman, so I'm sensitive and emotional sometimes. So it's like, don't give me. Sometimes I'm sensitive and I'm emotional.
See, this is the one time where I will use the phrase all the time.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sensitive and I'm emotional. Whatever. So what? And because I'm that way, I always have to process through things twice. So it's like I think about it when it happens, and then I come back to it when I have time to think about it. And the way my mind works, like emotions, conflict, me rethinking things, it takes up so much of my like mental capacity.
It's making me tired.
It makes me tired. It takes all my energy for the day because I'm thinking about all this stuff.
By the time you did all that, I'm done played 3 games.
Well, you're
2K.
not that tired. That's the problem. We need to talk about 2K.
I'm like, bruh, it's over with.
But it makes me think through resolutions. So I'm like, well, for this one emotion, I can do this. For the second emotion, I can do this. But it's because I can't
even imagine being in a conflict and experiencing more than one emotion because of this conflict.
But it's like, I don't know why my emotions are so intricate and they're always tied to like one thing. I don't even know.
The one emotion that I usually experience in 90% of my conflicts. No.
What?
Confusion.
Like, why are you so mad?
What happened? That's really the only emotion I ever feel.
What? Legit.
What happened?
We don't have a lot of crazy big conflicts at this point in our marriage.
No,
but you do be confused. And meanwhile, I am sitting there like,
hot, and I'll be like,
confused? You know what happened. Like, this is not a surprise.
I'm like, are you serious?
Yes.
And we're different in the way our memory works. So like,
I remember.
I actually I'm pretty good at doing conversational recall.
Yeah, you are.
So like, when we have conversations, I remember exactly what is said.
You do.
My wife doesn't
I'm
do conversation recall.
Built that way.
She does emotional recall.
Like,
so
this
she remembers
this way.
Yeah. So she's more thinking about how what I said made her feel.
Yeah.
And so if I say a 5-sentence paragraph, there might be one sentence in there that pricks a certain emotion.
Mm-hmm.
She don't catch me in the other 4 sentences.
No, I'll be like, oh, that was cool. Like, that was nice.
But you said this thing. For me, I'm like, but it's the context of when I said it, how I said it, what else was being said. And she's like, no, it made me feel this way. So that's why the one emotion I feel is confusion.
No, but I'm just made that way.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't know why I tie emotions to certain things.
No.
So I'm way more of an emotional person than whatever it is that you are. Don't say logical, because I know that's what you're thinking. No. What would you say? More of a contextual person?
No, I'm simple.
You're simple and I'm emotional.
Yeah.
Those are not.
They are. Have you seen the emotional wheel? They got like 100 words on there.
I like it. I actually keep it on my phone so that I can use it. I really like that.
You have an emotional wheel. I have an emotional finger.
Like, your whole circle says confusion. No, you probably got confusion and happy.
No, this is content. And then underneath, like, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm confused, sometimes I'm hungry.
You're right.
Those are my 4 emotions.
Confused, happy, hungry.
And content. That's the number one, content.
Justin, that is raggedy. No, that's not healthy.
You have the will, I have the hand.
Now, we can be honest, that's not healthy.
What
it's
you
just
mean?
not a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
You should have more.
I probably do have more emotions.
That's not a lie.
I just move them back into one of these categories.
No, that's not a thing.
I'm like,
that's annoying.
I know what that is. I ain't ate in 2 hours. I'm hungry.
Oh, that must be hunger. You be annoyed a lot, though.
Confusion. That's why I'm annoyed. I'm confused.
You are legit raggedy. I can't even sugarcoat it before we need to talk. We probably should talk about your level of raggedy. Like, 4 emotions out of the millions is possible. It's at least 100 possible.
Content.
Hungry.
Hungry, happy, confused.
I'm stressed out. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm stressed.
That's it.
Wow.
Those are my emotions.
Okay, so back to the question that I was talking about.
Yeah, I be going all over the place. I'll be content.
I don't get it. Anyway, I think for me, the way that I resolve conflict that I think is best, and I think it's effective.
Are you talking about specifically with us or just period?
I'm saying with us and with
Okay.
other people, but just talking about it when I'm ready, because I hate when people try to make me talk before I'm ready.
I used to be
And
really
I
bad
say,
at that.
Justin used to be
When
the
we
worst
first got
at it,
married.
and I'm like, I'm not ready to talk yet. Like, that's just that. I'm
It's
not
because
ready.
The Bible's like, don't let the sun go down on your anger.
Yes.
And so I'm like, nah, girl, you ain't going to sleep.
You not, no,
Shoot,
oh, I'm
what's
going to
up?
sleep.
Wake up.
No, like,
We gon' talk.
I can't even sleep, but I just need to think about it.
She be like, I ain't talking. We gon' talk.
So Justin used to be really bad
I
at
just
that.
sit and stare at her.
And I'm like, I'll stare, but I'm not going to say nothing because you can't control my mouth. Like,
Talk.
I don't know what's wrong. Why are you
Talk.
making that face? You look old.
Talk.
Relax your
That
face
was
muscle.
that's how I look at you.
You look old.
And you be like,
That's probably why I don't talk, because that face make me not want. Anyway, so I never do that. Literally never. But my thing is, I like to talk when I'm ready, because if I talk before I'm ready, I shouldn't be held responsible for what I say.
you believe that, but that's not true.
Like, it's not my
if you
fault
say it, I said.
what I say.
Okay, so you're held responsible for what you said.
But only when I'm ready to talk.
Nah.
When people make me talk when I am not ready, it is so frustrating because I haven't processed through the event, my emotions, and what I want to say enough to say it well. So it's like, you want me to talk now? Like, no, I don't want to.
You don't get what you want.
Don't make me do it. So one thing that I like to do with conflict resolution is talk when I'm ready. And it makes me appreciate the person even more when they respect my boundaries. Like, when I'm ready, I will text you. And I'm very open. It's like, I will tell you, I'm not ready to talk about it right now. I need a couple more days to think through it. I'll hit you up when I am. And I've
Imagine
had
that being
times,
married, and she be like, I need a few days. Girl, I'm going to see you for the next 48 hours.
but
if you don't figure out
we cool in every other area. It's just this one thing. Like, I'm going to be cool, but I just need time to think about this one thing. And it's like, I need time to pray through it, because my response isn't always the best. And because I'm a woman, I can admit, sometimes my first thought isn't the one that should be communicated. So I need time to let the Holy Spirit work so that my words
I
are
want you to
seasoned.
understand on my emotional hand what's going on. I was happy. We was chilling. I was hungry. We ate. Something came up. I was confused. While she's processing, I'm back to content.
Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, I am infuriated. I am disappointed. I am very upset. I'm heated.
No, what's that fifth one?
Oh, nigga mad. I wasn't going to say that, Justin. I don't know why you wanted me to. That's an example. I paused because I needed to think if that was appropriate or not.
So I told you on podcast.
And you made it.
That's how you want to be. That's how you
Okay,
are.
so I think that's the best method for me. But the hard part with conflict resolution is when people do not respect the way that you resolve conflict personally.
Yeah.
So how do you navigate that? You were not listening.
Really, I was. That ain't really me question.
Content.
Yeah,
You're
like,
just content.
I ain't really tripping. Like, however you want to handle conflict, I'm game for it.
Okay, so
Like,
you're not
there's
like,
nothing-
I handle it this way, we're doing it this way.
I'm not like that.
That's good.
I'm more like, I meet you at your terms, because I don't really have a preference, because I don't like to say this phrase because I don't think it actually captures how I think.
Mm-hmm.
But some people might say
Some might say
that when it comes to most things, I don't care.
Oh, pause.
So-
Time out. No, let me in my time out, bro. Justin does not care about anything. I can think of 3 things that Justin consistently cares about.
What are those things?
Maybe 4. Jesus,
Uh-huh.
me,
Yeah.
basketball,
Yeah.
food. I would say me and family is grouped together. Me and family are grouped together. And food is the last thing.
Yeah.
And that's not okay. That's not even fine. The amount of
What else
I
do I
don't
need?
care, this boy the amount that he doesn't care is like, it's more than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Like,
It makes me really good at conflict resolution, though.
boy, it makes you really not I I'm done.
I very rarely stay in conflict.
Because you don't care long enough to. Exactly. Which brings me to my last question. Exactly. Is conflict necessary?
Yeah.
For health, for relationship building, growing, all that good stuff?
Yeah, conflict has to happen. Because you got to be challenged on what you believe in order to decide if it's real.
Okay.
If you just believe something because you've been told or because you've been raised that way or because you saw it, that's not real.
I can see that.
But it's until you experience conflict and are challenged on those beliefs that you're able to understand them and they become real. Yeah. So I think conflict is utterly necessary.
Yeah, I would agree. The only part I'm working through with that is relationships that are like always good. And it's like, oh no, we've been best friends for 25 years. We never had any issues. We haven't had one conflict or one disagreement.
But I just think, I don't think it's true.
Is it possible?
No, I don't think it's true. I think what happens in relationships like that is you don't recognize what conflict is.
Okay.
So when some people say conflict, they think argument, they think fight, they think heated disagreement, but that's not something that's what conflict is.
Yeah,
conflict can be like, hey, where you want to go eat? I want to go to Culver, and you're like, nah, I want IHOP.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's conflict. That's conflict, and how we deal with that.
Yeah, it's a disagreement. It's a difference in desires.
And how we deal with that, you know, it affects our relationship. How we deal with it is go wherever you want to go eat every single time. But like that's just what it is.
Tripping today.
That's the truth.
Yeah, he tripping.
Literally every time.
Every time, just sometimes you're like, you can go there, I'm gonna go here.
Yes, but where do we still go? You still get what you want. You still get what you want.
Y'all gotta excuse him today. I don't know. Probably because I'm hosting, he just acted a little funny. But yes, no, but to your point.
If y'all know us,
leave
a comment with 100 if you made it this far. If you know that Louise gets whatever she wants.
No, that's crazy.
I just want you to leave a comment.
I'm so spoiled, and I'm literally like...
You ain't got to listen to her argument.
Okay.
Just leave a comment, okay?
So I don't have to explain anything.
No. Nope.
What's true doesn't have to be explained.
Exactly.
But no, I agree, but that conflict is necessary. The hard part is when you have a conflict and one part is like, I think conflict is good and it's necessary and it's healthy within relationships because it is how you learn each other better and it causes your relationship to be stronger because you've been through stuff together and you figured it out. But it's hard for me when I'm in conflict with someone who's like, conflict is the end of every relationship. It's like, no, conflict is not the end, it's just another thing. So that's probably the thing that one thing that I struggle with the most, like in various relationships that I have, when conflict is viewed as the end of a relationship. Because it doesn't have to be. It can, which is, if that's how it'll end, that's how it'll end, but it does not have to be. Yeah.
It's because some people when they...
Excuse me, I'm sick.
Get the whole...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sick, and Justin really wanted... Justin really wanted to record this on today knowing that I was sick. So please excuse my voice and my cough and Justin's stank attitude. You need your lips to
watch out, man. But no, some people view conflict as an end of a relationship. Like, if you think everything's supposed to be good, as soon as you hit conflict, it's like, oh, well, if it ain't good, then it ain't.
Yeah. Then it's not. Then
especially with all this,
cut them off. I don't need nobody.
All these good vibes only, positive vibes
it's
only,
like sometimes we're going to disagree.
Positive energy. Conflict is a part of life, bruh.
And like, that's really.
And so, but if you act like it's not, then when you experience it, you don't know what to do.
I think that is why I wanted to talk about this. Actually, is because I recognize in my various roles and in various relationships that conflict in general has a negative connotation. And people think if conflict is present, it means it's a bad relationship. And even with like how some of my students interact with when they have conflict with me as their lead teacher or with their instructor, it's like conflict automatically equals quit. And I don't think it should. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where this soft generation of kids that like quit whenever conflict happens, I don't know where they came from or where they were raised at.
YouTube raised them. If you don't like it, skip. If you don't like it, skip. I don't like this video. Pick. I don't like this video. Pick.
No, but
YouTube raised these soft kids.
Probably, and I think that parents don't instill in them the same level of push through it. Like conflict does not mean quit. Grit. That same grittiness that people our age have, I guess, and it bothers me because I notice it across platforms. Yeah, it's like this quickness to quit. It blows my
Well,
mind. I can't stand it.
They don't view it as quitting. They view it as moving on.
I'm just moving
like,
on.
This ain't
like,
for
no,
me.
I ain't quitting. Yeah.
That's the line. Well, I guess maybe this isn't for me.
Right. But then at some point it's like you have a string of 15 relationships
That ain't for you.
And you haven't self-evaluated.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think one of the benefits of conflict is that, like you said earlier, it forces you to assess and say, am I wrong? And it makes you more self-aware.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Like, do I need to apologize? Is it an area that I need to grow in, or is it a blind spot?
Yeah.
But relationships that don't have conflict, I feel, my personal opinion, that they don't evaluate as often, self-evaluate, because there's nothing to. It's like, oh, we agree about everything. I'm perfect, you're perfect. We get along well. When in reality, I think healthy conflict is necessary for any relationship to grow and mature.
Yeah. What kind of conflict would be unhealthy?
That's one of my questions, and I skipped it because I really didn't have an answer. I think conflict that causes... I don't know if any conflict is unhealthy.
I think
there
that's the
has
problem.
to be some.
I think any conflict, so I have an answer. You should have asked.
Any
But
conflict
I
that
think
involves physical harm.
yes.
Okay.
Even
That's
though
a
you
good
still
start.
think fighting is okay because big
No.
C's.
Do not. You have me quoted on camera. I do not think that it is okay.
I'm sorry that she lied to y'all. So
Go ahead with your answer.
I think any conflict especially as adults, bro, like we too old to be fighting. Like
Yeah, physical
that's
physical
not okay.
conflict.
But
Yeah.
I think also any conflict
That's the meaning.
that attacks someone's character.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I would agree.
Conflict is contextual and situational. The character is personal.
Yeah, that's consistent.
And so it's something that you are.
Right.
So like an example is like we have a conflict about our kitchen and I'm like, babe, can you do the dishes a little more? You haven't been doing them.
Yeah.
Right, which probably would be vice versa, you asking me.
Absolutely, I'm glad you know.
Yeah, be vice versa.
But it's
right?
okay, that's an example.
That's good conflict.
Mm-hmm.
What would be unhealthy if I was like, Louise, you dirty.
You trifling.
You dirty
You'll
and
never
trifling.
do the dish.
And I know you dirty and you trifling because you ain't did the dishes.
Yeah.
With your trifling self.
Ooh.
That's unhealthy.
That's in your heart.
That's unhealthy conflict because
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the situation.
Yeah.
But I've used the situation to attack your character.
Okay, no, I completely agree. But that goes back to what you said earlier when you said something about conflict. It should be focused on the issue, and that's it. So the issue is the dirty dishes. It's not a character problem. That's not a character flaw. So no, I'm glad you said that because I just wasn't thinking that way, I guess. But no, I agree. Conflict should never assess.
I get paid the big bucks.
Get that money.
And you're
as long as I get that car, swipe, run it up, buying everything. You're so stressed out. No, but it's true because the conflict that is my least favorite is when it comes to character assassination or defamation, and that's the point where I'm just like, I'm good. Like, we don't have nothing else to talk about until you can talk to me like I'm a grown woman and an adult and in a respectful manner. I won't talk to you at all. And I've had to do that with with students and parents. It's like, well, I'm a grown up and I'm saying this conversation is over, so we're gonna go home and get out of my office. So I think that's a very good point because sometimes it doesn't happen that way. What you gotta say?
I just think it's funny that you have to tell people that you're a grown up. Like
because when people talk to me like that, it's like they must think I'm a kid. Like
that's hilarious.
And I think it's also that sometimes, like one of the students told me I looked like I was 15 the other day, and I'm like, I'm grown. I don't look 15. I'm a grown up.
15 and a half.
Grown. Wow.
16.
Anyway, I'm grown. So yeah. That's all the questions I have for conflict resolution. Do you have anything else to add? He ain't got nothing. I did a good job.
That was a good episode.
G-O-O. Thank you.
We'll be back next week. Right? You good? You got next week?
Justin got next week. I'll be
I
here.
got next week. Hey, but before you get out of here, you got some stuff you got to do. So, hit thumbs up. That helps us a lot. Trying to get this to like, let's get this to 25 likes. Let's go 25 likes. We gotta have goals. 25 likes. So we're trying to get 25 likes. Okay. So hit thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn your notifications on. Also, if you ain't got that much data and YouTube taking up too much of your data, you can listen to it on Anchor.
Anchor.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Google.
Radio Plug, The Breaker,
Oh my
Pocket
gosh.
Cast, wherever you get your podcast
All
from.
that.
It's
All of
probably
it.
there. Look up The Ladder. The links will be in the description
And in
for
our
this
Instagram bio.
audio version. Instagram, you can follow us. Hope in KC.
A Sweet Love Johnson. I post a lot about my hair and this stuff like that.
Show
so please follow me.
what you do with your hair.
A
in the video.
Sweet
That's
Love
all she
Jones.
does.
It's
So
like-
if you like that movement, she does that.
Downs, like,
She does that every
girls
day.
are the girls, honey.
10 times.
Who want it? Everybody.
If you love her hair as much as I do, you'll
Who
follow her
wants it?
on Instagram and you'll get to see it. We got a
I'm a
Facebook.
pretty outfit.
It's the Hope Institute. You can follow on there. Be posting. I'm gonna try to start posting there some more. We're trying to build some momentum. Like I said, I've been studying some YouTube stuff, and I think that we got something special, and I think we have a voice that we can use this platform to get out, and hopefully we can make some money and do some cool stuff. So I hope you join us on this journey. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us today, and leave a comment. Tell me if you got that cooties right. If you a dude, tell me if you knew what a caboodle.
A caboodle. That's why you didn't get it right, because you didn't know the
Tell
word
me
I was
if
saying.
you a guy.
I
Tell
think
me
he
if you know what a
missed it because
caboodle
he didn't
is.
know what I
Cause
said. I said caboodle, not camboodle. Caboodle. Camboodle. Caboodle. Camboodle. You didn't know the word. He didn't know
tell
the
me
word.
if
That's
you
why
know
got it wrong.
what a caboodle is. If you did, I will
Shout
be
him
in
out. I don't know
awe
what
and
he's
I
gonna do.
bow to your knowledge of the woman.
And ladies, I'm sure you did not know what smegma was.
If you did,
And only I
leave
knew
a
the
comment.
random
If
one.
you did, leave a
Y'all,
comment.
he thought he stomped
Hey,
me like, what?
leave a comment with a heart if your man struggled with smegma.
Wow.
Like that
You messy.
like they ain't gonna see it.
They're
They
gonna
don't
see
know. They don't know your YouTube name.
Don't do that. So what
Leave
we
a
not
heart
gonna do?
if your man struggled with
Don't
smegma,
do it.
all right? Because I want to know how
Leave a
many
heart
girls
if
are out
you
there.
knew what smegma
I know
was.
how many girls out there are like, dog. When they don't be cleaning, they don't be cleaning, bro. And smegma
Okay,
ain't
guys,
right.
this was beautiful.
All right, we
We're
going for
gonna
real this
go.
time. Peace.